shall we crack on to one other bit that we're going to do, which is diving into the rich history of the Investec Champions Cup, because over the course of the season, we've been picking the ultimate club partnerships, position by position. And today we're going to pick the front row and second row. There is a twist, though, because each club can only be represented once. So our team so far
very
consists
mean
of...
twist, by the way.
It is quite a mean twist, but it also makes it a good outcome. Our team so far is the Munster back row of Leamy, Wallace and Foley, so you can't pick a Munster front row or second row. The Toulouse half-back pairing of Dupont and Untermack. The Leinster centres, and why wouldn't you, of O'Driscoll and Darcy. And the Wasps back three of Voice, Lucy and Van Gisbergen, who obviously were sensation against Toulouse all those years ago. Shall we start with the front rows? So you cannot have Munster...
I mean, there are some choices in
You
this
can't have
front row.
Leinster of Healy, Cronin, Furlong. You can't have Toulouse by Malvaka Moina.
Yeah.
So, should we give you some options? Leicester front row, who started both the finals in 2001, 2002, Rowntree, West and Garforth. And
That's
did the double in the
nuggety,
Premiership.
that one,
That is
isn't
strong.
it? That's old school front row, and that is right
tough
there.
as teak. History of the ABC Club. You're a proud member of that. I can feel your finger ready to press that button. Or you can have Toulon front row. Again, not too bad, this one.
Not too
Sheridan,
shabby,
Bruno
is it?
and Heyman.
Yeah.
Or you could argue for Chocky, Gerardo and Heyman, who won the treble in 2015. That brings back one or two happy memories.
Yeah. I was on the receiving end of that one. It wasn't great.
The trauma is still deep.
I mean, there's
Definitely.
Saris as well. Don't forget
Let's talk about
there's
2013 final. All right, let's go back to it.
Jamie
Yeah.
George and Vincent Koch, World Cup winner as well.
Not bad at all.
In there.
Yeah,
Not
and that was
bad at
another
all.
Ben final. Sorry about that one.
Thank you.
Or you could have La Rochelle, Priso,
Never played them.
Bougarit,
Never lost against them.
Winnie Antonio.
I like them.
Good.
I like
So
them.
they get your vote.
I like
Yeah.
them. Winnie Antonio is a
They caused
legend
the
of a
least
bloke.
misery.
Is he really?
Winnie Antonio?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the nicest human being ever.
Really?
They've called the least mental harm on Ben, so he's going to go for that.
for no other reason than Ben gets to walk out with a smile, we're going
And he's
with
got a teddy bear tattooed on his chest. You know
Has
that?
he? No?
You're like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
Winnie,
so he's done
got a
that.
big Winnie tattooed on his chest, a sleeping little teddy bear.
I love that.
Yeah,
Hard man
which
with a
ends up
teddy
being
bear.
like
because
this
he
big.
is-
Yeah, I bet
Because
it
he's,
does.
Yeah.
And it's going to get bigger over the years, I think, as well.
Yeah. He'll be sat on the floor by the end of his life.
All right, that's one hell of a Paddington Bear in 2035. So we've gone through. We've got there's some good old units there. So you've got Leicester, Rowntree, West, Garforth. You've got Toulon, Sheridan, Bruno, Heyman. I'm going to put those two front and centre. Saris, Mako, Jamie George, and Vincent Koch. Obviously got about the paddock. Do you want a little go at one of those, Ben? I mean, this is your area of
I'm not going to
expertise.
make it personal at all, but if we select Toulon, I'm out of here.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
So Toulon
that's
are
fine.
out.
Okay.
Sorry, Sheridan, Bruno and Heyman. I'll give you Ben's number if you want to take that up with him.
Pretty solid outfits, to be honest with him.
That's where
I think that Leicester front row, we've got to
Yeah,
have
go for
the
Leicester.
first team to go back to back.
You mentioned Langdon, so that's what inspired him to run around with the ball. His Graham Rentry,
Do you think?
West and Garforth.
Do you think Geordie Murphy will feel happier that we etched their
He got
back
very
three
upset
out?
about
He
the
got
back
very
three,
upset
yeah.
that his back
I
three
think he's
wasn't
still
in there.
writing
So we'll
letters
put
of
the,
complaint
put
about
the
that.
front row in.
Should we do that then?
We're going back to a very old school. This old
Did you
school.
ever get caught by any of those straight at the bottom of a rock? Please tell me you did.
No, not really. Like I
Right.
got on really well
Too
with
quick.
Wig and Dorian. So I wouldn't. Yeah, Garforth was a horrible man, but
Right.
so I'll be quite happy to give it to them.
Happy?
Very happy.
Happy,
ABC
right.
Club.
ABC Club. So the Leicester front row of the finals of 2001 and 2002, Rowntree, West and Garforth, go into our Investec Champions Cup Dream Team, and then we'll fly through the second row options as well. And what we have done by getting rid of Leicester from the options is you've kiboshed Martin Johnson
So
in the Dream
I
Team.
originally was going Toulon, and then we've basically got rid of World Cup winning
So no
second row
Martin
pairing.
Johnson or Ben Kate. They were pretty average at best
Benkei,
anyway,
yeah.
so they won't mind too much. Leinster out. That was Leo Cullen, Brad Thorne, Nathan Hines, Malcolm O'Kelly, and you cannot have Paul O'Connell and Donica O'Callaghan, which was quite the combo from Munster. So that leaves us with Toulon, Bakkies.
Poof.
And in 2013, he played with Nick Kennedy. In 2014, it was Danny Rousseau.
I'm
In
taking
2015, it was Ali Williams.
I would go quickly in there. Yeah, I'll take Bakkies and Ali Williams.
Yeah. That's yin and yang right there.
Hard, annoying, great on the piss.
And that means we don't need option 3, which is Mario Itoje and George Cruz.
Did they start all three titles together?
They did 2016 and 17.
I think he played 6.
How did Itoje not? Oh, yeah, Itoje played 6 in 2019. That would have, if he'd played second row, that would have been played 3-1-3. That would have been quite impressive. So we just go straight in with hard, annoying, and good on the piss.
Yeah. I mean, Bakkies' story is about when he was chinning Matt Stevens in the scrum.
One
It's
more,
just,
please.
just
One more, please,
Yeah.
And the captain's going, no more, just one more.
Right. So well done, Bakkies. Well done, Ali. I think you've won greater accolades in your career, but you do make it into our ultimate Investec Champions Cup 15 partnerships.
It's looking quite strong.
That's a pretty good team. So we've got the Leicester front row of Graham Rowntree, Dorian West, Darren Garfield. Our second row is the Toulon combo of Bakkies,
I mean, it's a
Botha.
front
Is
five.
it fair to
That
say
is-
that Garthur's Bakkies Botha, you do not want to fight
No,
against
no.
that tight side?
You do not want to
Wow.
get caught on the bottom of a rock
No.
with any of that
Anywhere
front
near a
five.
rock.
Yeah. The Munster back row of Dennis Leamy, David Wallace and Axel Foley. Half-back pairings, Antoine Dupont and Roman Ntamak. Back three of Tom Voice, Josh Lucy and Mark van Giersbergen. And a centre combo of Gordon Darcy and Brian O'Driscoll.
Let's be
That
honest. You've got
is
not bad.
a team.
You've got
That's
a
not
pack
bad.
that is guaranteeing you the ball.
Yeah.
And you've got a backline that's going to guarantee you tries and a great
I
dividend.
tell you what we will never do, though, is we will never have a drink in Hendon off the back of that because there isn't a Sarri in there.
I would love to see Antoine Dupont trying to bust this pack, though. Oh my gosh, I think he would get his
Yeah.
hand bitten off.
Exactly. That is a hell of a team. Well done to all involved. Apologies to all Saracens
Yeah.
fans. You can put your favourite combo in wherever you so choose.
Yeah.
We didn't do Bath either, which is, from a personal point of view, is a great disappointment. Good